Hello, everybody. This is Dr. Ekstrom, and this is a short introductory video for the Workshop 2 content material. So welcome to the November workshop in creating content-based digital games on the structure and energy of matter. And I just wanted this video to serve as a little introduction. Remember, back in the August workshop, we focused on the structure and properties of atoms. And in this workshop, we are going to shift more toward molecules and compounds and their properties, but sticking with the overarching theme that properties that we observe at the macroscopic level uh, actually result from properties that originate down at the atomic and molecular level. So I'd like to go over briefly, again, the Nebraska State Standards for grades 6 through 8 in physical science that we're touching on here throughout the workshop series. The first couple, 8.2.1a, compare and contrast elements, compounds, and mixtures. We hit that a lot in the first workshop, and this will be ongoing. Describing physical and chemical properties of matter, that's ongoing through the workshop. Recognizing most substances can exist as a solid, liquid, or gas depending on the temperature. This is a topic we're going to focus on a lot in this particular workshop. We're going to have there's going to be videos and content sections on each individual phase, solids, liquids, and gases, their properties, and how they relate to each other when it comes to temperature. Also, 821D, compare and contrast solids, liquids, and gases based on the properties of these states of matter. Pretty similar to the last one. Again, that's emphasized in this workshop. 821E, distinguish between physical and chemical changes. So here we're talking about physical processes and chemical reactions, and we'll get into that a little bit in this workshop. However, particularly the chemical changes will be emphasized more in our last workshop in April. And 821F, recognize conservation of matter and physical and chemical changes. We hit that a lot in the first workshop. And 821G, classify substances into similar groups based on physical properties. That is one we will emphasize here in this workshop. We've got a whole video on pure substances and mixtures that we'll be going over. So in the video series, there are 7 content videos. The first on molecules and compounds, then pure substances and mixtures. Then the next 2 talk about chemical bonding, and so I divide those up into 2. First, ionic bonding, and then covalent bonding. These results in 2 different types of compounds. Then in number 5, we talk about interactions between molecules that have mainly covalent bonds, molecular compounds, in a video titled Phase Changes and Intermolecular Forces. And so this will get into some of the properties of liquids. The ionic bonding video will get into some of the properties of crystalline solids. Video 6 will focus on the gas phase because of the high amounts of energy that particles have in the gas phase compared to solids and liquids. There are some distinct behaviors there. And then finally, we'll wrap up with a video on unusual phase behavior. And during the actual workshop, I may repackage these or reorder these a little bit. In fact, the unusual phase behavior may be something I actually open with and then kind of feed the other material into. Now, on our website, we will have copies of these video lectures as well as PDF copies of the lecture slides. And so you can have those as a separate resource. There will be a list additionally. We will put up a list of resources, and there will be some questions that I believe Dr. Vu is planning on embedding into the videos, but you can also treat those questions as they come up as kind of a post-video quiz or exercise. So there's the introduction. I look forward to seeing you on November 1 and enjoy the content videos. Thanks.